Hello everyone, I have some satellite imagery for you here. The first images which have been publicly released by the ICEYE satellite. ICEYE is a Finnish satellite company and in August 2022 agreed to provide Ukraine with satellite imaging capabilities. The satellite was purchased by donations from Ukrainians and Ukraine began using it on September 24, 2022. During that time, Ukraine has used the ICEYE satellite to identify over 360 tents and 7,321 objects of enemy equipment. This includes 45 aircraft, 27 helicopters, 6 Iskander missile launchers, 36 S-300 SAMs, 12 Panzer S-1 SAMs, 11 radars and 10 pontoon crossings, and saying that most of these have been targeted. So let's take a closer look at the images released and see what they show. Now, no date for the images has been given, so these could be taken any time from when the satellite was active, but they're still worth a look. So this first one shows Vardoskoye Air Base, located in Simferopol Rayon in Crimea. Identified in the image are 5 Su-25 close air support aircraft. There are also a number of berms for others. The fact that they are empty doesn't mean that the Su-25s are destroyed. They could be deployed elsewhere, to other air bases, or on active missions. Here's a Google Maps image of the base for you to look at. As you can see, it's quite a large one. This base is home to the 37th Guards Composite Aviation Regiment. This regiment flies Su-24M and Su-25s. This regiment falls under the 4th Air and Air Defence Forces Army. Now, I've checked online to see if this base has been targeted, and so far, no successful strikes on the base. However, on March 5th, this image was posted online showing a large crater near Gvardoskoye Air Base, with SAM systems near the base reportedly shooting down the drone which crashed nearby, causing this crater. This has been identified as being a Tu-141 drone. There have also been strikes near the base in question. In August, there were references to strikes near the airbase targeting an ammo depot. August being before the ICEYE satellite was activated, so information gathered through the satellite didn't assist in that strike. But even without a successful attempt on the base, the information that's been gathered has allowed Ukraine to know the composition of Russia's air forces in the area, which aircraft are deployed where, and even track when they leave a base on missions. All valuable intelligence. As you can see with this map here, this is about 290 kilometers from Odessa, which would be a likely launch point for drones such as the Tu-141. The second image is here. This one shows 8 tanks northeast of Chervonopopivka in Luhansk district. These tanks are in the tree line highlighted here, just northeast of town. Chervonopopivka is here on deep states. It was captured in March 2022 and is very close to the front lines in Ukraine's northeast. These tanks have been reported by Ukraine and other sources to have been destroyed. Now, this is interesting. This may have happened recently. This tweet and others on Twitter at the moment show tanks in this very spot being targeted by artillery. This video is a bit violent, so I couldn't actually show it here, but I have put it on my Patreon page for free. No need to join to see it if you want to. I do advise you to turn the speakers down though, because of the loud obnoxious music, but it's definitely worth a watch. Now I can't say for sure if these are the same tanks of course, but they are in the exact same area, so it's very possible, or at least Russia uses this area as a tank storage area and has done for a while. Now this satellite image here is from a place which I have covered before in the past. This image shows helicopters at Berdyansk Airfield. We have satellite images showing that Russia is currently using Berdyansk Airfield, which has long been abandoned, as a helicopter base after closing Chaplinka, which they were using as a forward operating base. They closed Chaplinka because it was now within range of HIMARS after the liberation of Kherson. In this image, 15 helicopters are seen, which is around the typical number we see deployed at this new airbase. Here though, unlike other images, the helicopters are grouped closely together, which makes me think that this may be an older image from when the base was first established. This airbase was attacked back in December, I am guessing after that incident was when Russia started spreading the helicopters out more for protection. Here is the recent satellite image which I was talking about, this showing 13 helicopters deployed here, and as you can see, they are much more spread out now than they were when the other image was taken. Here is a map showing Berdyansk Airport's location overall. So helicopters launching from here cover the southern front and southeastern front. This final image may also be familiar to you. I covered a satellite image of this site last year, shortly after it was constructed. This is in Rovenki, Russia, and was established after the Valyuki helicopter base was closed after Kharkiv was liberated. Or should I say, the Rovenki base was being established before the liberation of Kharkiv, but the Valyuki one was closed after Kharkiv was liberated, and this one sort of grew in size. Now, this satellite image doesn't show the airstrip itself, so on this, we can't see what helicopters are deployed here. But Russia did post a video recently showing Kar-52, Mi-35s, and Mi-8 helicopters taken off. I will play that clip later for you. So this image instead shows the sort of support section of the airbase. Highlighted are a number of tents and utility vehicles. So this is quite a sizable base. Here, I am now playing a clip showing some of the helicopters which are based here. So we have here what remains of Russia's Kar-52 fleet. Over 30 of those have been lost so far, remember. Also in the clip, which I have cut down and edited for the sake of this video just to make it a bit shorter, we can also see a Mi-35 Hind attack helicopter, and at the very end of the clip, a Mi-8. We don't know how many of each are here, but it is quite a sizable operating base. We see more than one Kar-52 in the clip, and the fact there's such a large support area and such a large number of utility trucks shows that this is a substantial base. The original satellite image from October which I covered is shown here, showing at the time Mi-24s and Mi-8s here, as well as Panzer SAM systems for air defence. As far as I can tell, this airbase hasn't been rogered by Ukraine yet. Hopefully this year it will. This is 75 kilometers from the front, so it is in with range of drones of course, but also within range of Tochka-U and Atapush HIMARS, so it can definitely be hit. So there's not too much else to discuss here. I thought it interesting to see the first satellite images public released from the satellite that Ukraine is using. Now, we've all seen satellite images taken by Maxar and Planet in the past, and no doubt Ukraine has subscriptions to those services too. Those ones though, the footage basically relies on satellites passing over the area. The ICEYE satellite is focused solely on Ukraine and operated by Ukraine, so Ukraine can get images of pretty much wherever in Ukraine they like. In addition, ICEYE can also get images through cloud cover, which Planet and Maxar I don't think can. So that's it for this video. I hope you found it interesting. If so, please click like and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. And give the video a share on social media too, I'd appreciate that. Thanks very much, and take care everybody.